What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy DOAKABONDS Urban Tech Reviews, and I got a quick little video I want to put out because I'm really excited about this. And you know what I mean, I've been a Verizon wireless customer for probably about 5 seasons now, 5 6 seasons, and you know what I mean, really data was never an issue. You know, when I first started off as a Verizon wireless customer, it was just me and my wife, you know what I mean? So me and my wife had a line, and then it went from me and my wife to me, my wife, and my father-in-law. Then it went from me, my wife, my father-in-law to me, my wife, my father-in-law, and my son. And now, make a long story short, I got, I think, 5 lines. I got me, my wife, my father-in-law, my son, my other son. I got 6 lines, and I have a my iPad Pro. So 6 lines, and we were all sharing 10 gigabytes of data, which I got a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old. 10-year-old about to be 11 in a few months. And you know, if you have any kids, that them gigabytes are crucial. You have to, set them limits to them. You can't give them full range because you'll be out of gigabytes within the first 2 days of your cycle. So what I'm getting at is Verizon. I was just in the Verizon store probably about a week ago, and the guy was telling me about. Oh, actually, I seen a thing. They had a little sign that says rollover plan, rollover data, and I'm like, what's up? What's up with the rollover data? And then he started explaining it to me and whatever and whatnot. So I wasn't in there for that. I was in there for something else. So long story short, I ended up today or yesterday, matter of fact, a week ago. I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself. Like a week ago, I got my 10-year-old a new cell phone. He got the iPhone 6, and I thought I had put a block on this line for 2 gigabytes of data. So what I actually did was I put a block on the iPad for 2 gigabytes of data, not my actual 10-year-old's phone. So last night I'm chilling. You know what I mean? It's like 3 in the morning. I'm on the phone, just chilling, and I get a email. I get an alert saying that I'm about to go over my data, and I'm like, how am I going over my data? So I check it, and I look, and my 10-year-old's phone is at like 3.8 gigabytes of data when I thought I only gave him 2 gigabytes of data. So he's going way over the data, and we're at like 9 gigabytes. And Pokemon Go did it. Me and my kids was playing Pokemon Go, and we was out burning through the data like it was no tomorrow. So I blame Pokemon Go for me having, running through my 10 gigabytes of data so quick, because we probably went through 4 gigabytes, which usually we always have extra gigabytes of data because we don't usually go that far, and everywhere we go is usually Wi-Fi. So this month with the Pokemon Go and my son new line on here, that's what really made me burn through the data like we usually don't do. So like I said, that happened last night. So I got on, the phone and the internet today, and I'm like, I gotta find out about this data plan. So I'm like, I gotta upgrade our data. So I get on, and I start looking at the plans. I start looking at, the new plans for the line. Like I said, we had 10 gigabytes, and I upgraded from 10 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes of data, and it only charged me an extra $10. So having only, charge you an extra $10 was definitely a plus. So like I said, I just wanted to show you, go to plans and services, the new Verizon plan. So the new Verizon plan says, how do you make a good thing better? More data on your terms, get extra data in every plan size, and carry over unused data to keep it for another month. Take total control. Tap the new Verizon app to add or keep your data, and put an end to surprise overages, which I needed last night. So when I was trying to, do the upgrade last night to get more data, it wouldn't go through. But I guess from last night to this morning, they were putting in a new app, my Verizon app, which it's like totally revamped. You know what I mean? A lot more new stuff and things of that nature. So that's why I couldn't do it last night, and I had to wait till this morning to do it. It says all on the best network. Only America's best network makes your phone work the way you want it to work, the way you want it, where you want it. Put my own words in there. So let's get started. So this is the plans right here. It says pick your new plan size. You get the small, which is 2 gigabytes for $35 a month. That wouldn't work for me. The medium, which is 4 gigabytes for $50 a month, wouldn't work for me. They had the large, which is 8 gigabytes for $70 a month, wouldn't work for me. We had a 10, so we were in between the large and extra large. So it was like, large 0.2, large 2.0. So now I went from 10 gigabytes where I was paying $80 a month to now I'm getting the extra large, which is 16 gigabytes for $90 a month. So it only added $10 extra to my bill. And they also have, as you see, the extra large, which is 24 gigabytes for $110 a month. You know what I mean? So anybody who got multiple lines on your account, I would definitely suggest you get, the extra large or the extra large. You know what I mean? Because especially you got kids, they burn through data like there is no tomorrow. So we got, like you said, I got the extra large. It says enough data to keep the whole family or you and your love of the internet happy. 16 gigabytes for $90 a month. Carryover data, safety mode, calling to Mexico and Canada, which I don't do. Use your device in Mexico and Canada, which I don't do, but I plan on doing it one day. Data boost, $15 for 1 gigabyte. I'm ready to switch. Now I've already switched, so I don't have to get into that. And like this one is basically the same thing, just more money. Then they have more. They have more. They got 30 gigabytes for $135 a month, 40 gigabytes for $180 a month, 50 gigabytes for $225 a month, 60 gigabytes for $270 a month, 80 gigabytes for $360 a month, and you can get 450. You can get 100 gigabytes for $450 a month. Now, like I said, this right here is all new, so it's all big, plus sizes, all dope. I love it all. You know what I mean? Just the fact that all my data, I ain't really got to worry about running over data. So I had my kids capped off at 2 gigabytes of data. Now I can give them 4 gigabytes a piece. And that total 8 gigabytes of data, and I'll still have 8 between me, my wife, and my father-in-law, which we come nowhere near that. My father-in-law uses no gigabytes. He don't get on the internet. He got an iPhone 6 Plus. He don't get on the internet. He don't do anything. So he every month is zero. His data charges is zero. He does use no gigabytes. So it's really just between our 4 devices and the iPad, which the iPad rarely leaves the house. So the iPad is always on Wi-Fi. So another thing that rarely uses data. And it used data this month because of Pokemon Go, because we was playing Pokemon Go. So I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention because I'm geeked up about it. And if anybody is a Verizon Wireless customer, you should be happy about it because Verizon Wireless is definitely hooking us up now with something that they should have been had in place. But, they late to the party, but they at the party, so I can't complain. A lot of other companies don't have rollover minutes and things of this nature. And one thing I gotta say is when I was with Sprint, I love Sprint because we had unlimited data. You know what I mean? When I was with Sprint, I didn't have to worry about overages. I didn't have to worry about putting caps on people's data usage because it was whatever you need to use, you could use it. There was no charge for data. Data was free. I don't know about Sprint now. I haven't had Sprint in like 6 years. So, like I said, Verizon to me is the top dog. Verizon, AT&T, neck and neck. Sprint, running third, either way you want to go. A lot of people love T-Mobile. A couple people I know got T-Mobile, but like I said, I'm a Verizon guy. I like Verizon, so this is a big up for Verizon. So this your boy DOAKABONDS. You like this video, click that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. The dude needs that. Subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that. If you're not following me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, you're missing out. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Holla at your boy. Catch me on there being goofy, behind the scenes of the tech stuff and everything. So you get to see me and my family and all that stuff. If that